Song-specific patches provide a simple way to accurately replicate all the sounds and parts of the original song and are designed to use in Sunday Keys, our all-in-one solution for live worship keys. All the complex programming is done for you, so your left hand can trigger textures, ambiance, and sequences, while your right hand is still free to cover the most prominent parts like pianos, leads, and pads. Intuitive song sections are pre-programmed to ensure seamless, dynamic transitions. For this tutorial, we'll use the song's original key and tempo, but you can easily adjust these within the patch if needed. This patch has piano, pads, bass, bells, arbs, all triggered in the lower left-hand range, which stretches from here to here. In the upper left-hand range, you'll find that there's a chord piano in song section 3 and 4. And you'll find that chord piano from this key to this key. Your right hand will play piano chords for some of the song, and at other points it will play octaves or a bell lead. So right hand can play from this key all the way to this key for the piano. Then you'll hear a bell lead come in. There's also a string arp layered in on one particular key. So in the original key, it will be on this key. This song starts with song section 1 for your intro, down verse, pre-chorus, bridge, and outro. Then song section 2 for your medium verse and pre-chorus. Song section 3 for your chorus, turnaround, vamp, medium bridge, and refrain. Song section 4 for your big chorus and tag. And song section 5 to fade to just piano and pad. For the intro, you'll use song section 1. Your left hand will be playing octaves, and your right hand will be playing octaves as well. So you'll be playing an octave lead line. So here's both hands to start. So your left hand is just playing octaves in the progression for the intro. Here's what right hand is playing. Now you could always simplify and just play single notes if you wanted. Remember, the bell lead starts on this key, so you could do the octave up here. For the turnaround, you'll use song section 3. This turnaround is the same as the second half of the intro, the second progression. So here's how that sounds. So you're playing it the exact same way you did the second progression of the intro, just you can hear many more sounds coming in. Here's hands together one more time. Then then at the end of the song, you'll have an outro. And for the outro, you'll play that the exact same way that you played the turnaround, except you'll use song section 1. For the verse, you'll use song section 1. For the verse, you'll use song section 1. You'll be playing octaves in the left hand, and you'll be playing low piano chords in the right hand. So here's how I like to do it hands together. Alright, so I'm just playing 2-note chords down low for the piano. Remember that you have the piano all the way up until this key before it turns into the bell lead up top as well added on. So feel free to change up the inversions depending on how you'd like to do it. I'll show you right hand by itself one time. For the medium verse, you'll use song section 1 for the first half, and then you'll move it to song section 2 for the second half and play a bit of a lead line with the bell. So first I'll go ahead and show you this whole medium verse and how it goes. So for the first half, you can play it the same as you played the down verse, just with the chords. And then as you move into the second half of the medium verse, you'll use song section 2. And now I like to add in a bit of a moving part with the bells and the piano. So here's that. And you'll play that same little riff over top all the chords. So let me go ahead and show you that second half, again, hands together. For the down pre-chorus, you'll use song section 1. You'll still play octaves in the left hand, and then you'll play piano chords in the right, and I like to do them down low and keep it pretty simple. And then on the last chord of the pre-chorus, going into the chorus, I do left hand only by itself. So here's how I like to do the down pre-chorus. Now there are piano chords layered in this octave, so just be careful that you don't play too thick of chords in the right hand or it can end up sounding a little bit muddy. Okay, so now for the medium pre-chorus, you'll use song section 2. And you're going to go ahead and play a bell lead part up high that's similar to the second half of the medium verse. So first I'll play hands together. Okay, so here's right hand a little bit slower. Okay, one more time, hands together. For the chorus, you'll use song section 3. You'll be playing some chords up high and you'll be able to hear the bell lead layered in there. And some of the time I like to mirror the vocal melody, and other times I like to just play chords. You also have the option for each chorus if you want to pulse your left hand, because there are piano chords here in this range. For this first chorus, I like to mostly just play the octaves in the left hand and not pulse to keep it just a little bit more simple, but feel free to pulse that if you'd like. So here's hands together for this first chorus. So here's how I like to do right hand. Now I do want to mention that you'll want to be careful, especially when you play the last line, that you try to play the left hand chord and then let up on the pedal. Otherwise, some of the notes can run together. Okay, so here's both hands together one more time. And at the end of that first chorus, you will move right into the turnaround. So you'll go right from that lead line into the 6 minor. Then in the song, you'll play the verse and the pre-chorus and you'll have another chorus. For this chorus, you'll play it the exact same way. If you want to pulse the left hand, you might like to do that. So I'll go ahead and show that to you. Alright, and then for the final chorus at the end of the song, this will be a big chorus, so you'll use song section 4 for that. There is a bit of a break right at the beginning of this chorus, so I like to pull out completely and then come back in, but you can do whatever makes sense for your arrangement of the song and your band. Otherwise, I play this mostly the same. There is a big chorus and then there are 2 tags, and I like to change up the notes a little bit to match the vocal melody. But feel free to do this however you'd like. If you want to mostly keep it the same, mix it up. Remember, you have the bells and the piano and the synth lead all the way up here. So feel free to mix up how you'd like to do it. So I'll go ahead and show you from the chorus through both of the tags. Glory be. Okay, so at the very end of that tag, you'll hear that the turnaround plays right before the outro. And that will be the exact same as you did the turnaround before. You'll just play that right at the end of that tag. For the bridge, you'll use song section 1 to start. In the first couple chords of the progression, I like to just play piano chords before moving up to do the bell lead. So here is the down bridge, hands together. Okay, so this bell lead is going to continue through the bridge, and first I like to do it down low. And that just continues to repeat. And then as I move it up higher, for the medium bridge, I am actually going to be holding down this key. So you can hear that there's a string arp that's going to come in. So what you can do is you can hold down that pinky for 2 chords. So 8 counts. All right, so here is how the medium bridge is going to sound, hands together. You're going to use song section 3 for this. All right, so you're playing that same bell lead, you're just holding this down with your pinky. So that might take a little bit of practice just to get all of that happening all at the same time, but here's right hand by itself. For the refrain, you'll start with song section 3. You'll be playing octave still in the left hand, and right hand will be playing a bell lead that you're actually playing during the bridge, so it's a continuation of that. After you play the first chord in the chord progression for the refrain, you'll actually move to song section 4 so that it builds a little bit, and then on the final chord of the refrain, then you'll hold and you won't have that string arp playing anymore. So let me first just go ahead and play hands together, show you what that all sounds like. So here's right hand one more time. Head to the link in the description to get this song-specific patch to use inside the Sunday Keys app. All the Keys audio you've heard in this video was captured straight from the app with no post-processing applied. The app is available for both iPad and Mac. This patch may also be available in other formats. If you'd like to discover more about Sunday Keys, there's a link in the description to learn all about it.